Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here with Elizabeth Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. And my consultant website is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us. I am your certified consultant there, Liz Quinn. So today I thought, since we have a new catalog coming in just a few days, we would talk about what kind of warmer I would want in my home, depending on your needs. The three things that I would consider when purchasing a warmer are: how is it going to throw? How is it going to look? And how much light is it going to give? So there are several different styles of warmer that Scentsy makes. The very best performer is their classic glazed ceramic. So this one, I have quite the nest of cords and things here. This one isn't really a looker unless you're going for a very, very simple aesthetic. But the thing's got the largest dish possible. They recommend 4 cubes for most. I honestly think this one could probably handle more. Not that I'm recommending it, but it probably could, and it throws like a champ. So I tend to hide this in places where I want really good scent throw. I kind of put it behind a plant or something, and it is fantastic. It gives you a very small amount of light, and it is probably your best bang for your buck. Right now they make it in the gray and they make it in the black. So that's your classic curve, your really typical, just original Scentsy style warmer. And there are a few more in the catalog. You've got your rustic sunflower, you've got your dream catcher, you've got a few others that are just a simple glazed ceramic, and they are fantastic. Now after that, there is another kind of ceramic warmer, and this one performs about the same, but it is slightly, I'm gonna have to plug this one in to show you, it's slightly more demanding when it comes to taking care of it. This is the Unglazed Ceramic Warmer. Now these are my personal favorites. The Alabaster, the Salerno, the Amazing Grace, the Kindness, they're all like this. And some of them have beautiful cutouts. The Salerno and the Alabaster are both just very modern and graphic. This one actually has a clear frosted glass dish, which is why it's my absolute favorite in the category, because you get light out of the top as well as with the script and the beautiful doves that are in the back. But the problem with this type is that if you get wax on your warmer, it's kind of over. It's very, very difficult to clean these, so that's the only reason I would caution you, if you want low maintenance, go with totally glazed ceramic instead. So then after that, there are glass warmers. Behind me is my Elegance warmer, and it's the only one that I own that is totally glass. I have some others that are like mixture, the Mosaics, I'll show you that next. But your totally glass warmer is not going to have as good heat retention typically as your ceramics, and is going to be much brighter. So if you want something that throws a lot of light and you aren't as concerned about having the absolute best scent throw, or you maybe melt lots of very strong scents, any of the regular, like In the Clouds or other solid glass warmers, those might be for you. They are definitely the lookers of the bunch. So then after that is the one that I like as far as kind of a mixture, and these are our glass Mosaic warmers. This I love. This one is retired. It was available last year. Oh, this was the August warmer of the month. So this has the grout and then the inlaid mosaic tiles of glass. So it gives you that best of both worlds. It gives you decent heat retention and the beauty of glass all at the same time. This one's a good performer because it's got a nice big dish. You know, Scentsy says usually no more than 4 cubes. I'm a 2 cube or 1 cube kind of a girl most of the time. So then after that, there is another category that a lot of people get nervous about, and that is your metal warmers, your tin warmers. This one is my absolute favorite tin warmer. This is Country Living. I've had this for quite a while. In the summertime, I do this whole barn, sunflowers, country, out on the farm theme in my front room, kind of in the rest of the house too. This looks amazing out there with a couple of these beautiful paintings that I've got. And this thing throws great. It's only 20 watts, so some people would just write it off, but it's got a fantastic dish. See the little 20 watt? But it does a wonderful job. And I find that for the dynamics of my front room, this thing is as good or better than your typical 25 watt ceramic. I don't know if that's true with all the metal warmers. I bought the Snow Day Snowman for Christmas and he was quite good too, so I have good luck with these. So then after that, there's one more type of warmer, and that is your element warmer. So if you do not want light, this is your warmer. So as I was saying, I managed to knock over the whole stand. As I was saying, if you do not want light, you're going to want an element warmer. And these guys have a hot plate. Like this. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily spend a lot of time rubbing this, but it's not truly going to burn you. And then they have some sort of a dish. The succulent warmer is one of these. This one is retired. This is Peace and Prosperity. I don't own very many element warmers because I really like the light factor in a Scentsy warmer, but this one I love because of the finish. And if you want to put a cube in and let it go for several days and not have to babysit it, you're going to get very nice, low, sustained throw from a warmer like this. And obviously, if you aren't getting enough scent, you just take off the cover. So they don't do very many of these enclosed anymore because they aren't the best performers, but I love this one, and because it goes with everything in my home, I will probably always keep it. So then there are also the mini warmers, and I've shown you several videos where I've done hauls with things like that, but the minis, I find that they pretty much all perform the same. You can put them in a wall, or you can do an outlet where you've got the base that screws on and then you put them on a tabletop. So I really enjoy all the different styles, but the ones that I get the best performance out of, again, are your classic glazed ceramics, which they're making fewer and fewer of, your bisque ceramics, which are just a little bit harder to deal with, and your mosaic glass warmers. So I would highly recommend that you think about the room that you're putting the warmer in for aesthetics and for how much light you want. Because sometimes I will stick a warmer in a place and then have to move it because it's so bright that it's bothersome when you're sitting down trying to read. It can distract you. Or I had the opposite problem. I want more light in a space, especially in the evening, so I'm constantly swapping mine around and fiddling with things. They also make an Edison style bulb warmer, and I have one of those, but it's currently plugged in the front room. Mine's wicker, which is also discontinued. So that has a long bulb that's kind of softer, if you're familiar with an Edison bulb, that will screw in, and there will be a cylinder to trap the heat usually, and then a little dish. And then the only other thing that I would say is I prefer this style of dish to the little slump cup type dish that they used to make a lot more of. I find that harder to get wax out of and easier to break, whereas these guys are just fine. And then one more consideration is that if you're having trouble getting your wax out, especially if you are one who changes it cold like me, you might need to actually clean your dish because there can be residues and oils that stick on the bottom, and it makes it much harder to get the wax out. So keep your dishes clean, consider the aesthetic of the room that you want to put the warmer in, make sure that everything is pleasing to the eye. And as I was going through my collection, I really am pretty serious about having neutral warmers, except for my Christmas and my fall. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? Your pumpkins have to be orange, right? And I love orange. But neutral warmers usually give you a lot more longevity as far as putting them in different places and enjoying them and not getting sick of them. So that is what I would say about the factors to consider when you're buying a warmer. So if you want, again, best throw, get ceramic. Glitziest, get glass. Most light, get glass. Tin is better than you might think it would be, and most of the time you don't need to be scared about a lower wattage. Now 15 watts, that might not be great. There are a couple of full-size warmers that are 15 watts. I have the little tin Christmas tree from a couple Christmases ago, and it's only okay on performance, but I love it so much I don't care. Those are all my thoughts, and I hope that you guys really enjoy ordering out of the new catalog, which comes February 1st, and I hope that you have confidence in ordering the right warmer for you. Bye-bye.